In this video, we will find out about the 4 ways that sugar can impact our mental health, the science behind it, and 5 steps to avoid consuming too much sugar. In the face of sugar cravings, our long-term mental health might be the furthest thing from our minds. But a growing body of evidence suggests we should think twice. Eating too much simple sugar may increase your risk for depression, mood disorders, and several chronic health issues. Here are the 4 ways that sugar can impact our mental health. Firstly, let's delve into the impact of excessive sugar on our minds. The first and foremost effect is its potential to cause depression and anxiety. There is scientific data to show the link between high sugar consumption and these mental health issues. Interestingly, scientists also found that sugar consumption often precedes depression, suggesting that high sugar intake could potentially trigger depressive symptoms. Secondly, sugar can also affect our cognitive skills and self-control. Excessive sugar can impair these abilities as it interferes with the brain's capacity to form new memories and retain information. Moreover, high sugar intake can lead to inflammation in the brain, which can further impair cognitive function. Another significant impact of sugar is its addiction-like effects. Scientists have proposed that sweet foods can produce effects in the human brain similar to addiction, driving the loss of self-control, overeating, and subsequent weight gain. This is because consuming sugar releases opioids and dopamine in our bodies, which are key parts of the reward circuit associated with addictive behavior. Lastly, let's discuss mood disorders. Symptoms of poor glycemic regulation, such as irritability, anxiety, and worry, have been shown to closely mirror mental health symptoms. This is because the brain primarily runs on glucose, and fluctuations in blood sugar levels can affect mood states. Furthermore, consuming refined carbohydrates and sugars can drain the body of B vitamins, which are necessary for the oxidation of glucose and required to sustain a positive mood. When you consume these foods without these nutrients, your body depletes its reserves, potentially leading to micronutrient deficiencies over time. You might be wondering why sugar can have such an impact. Let's get to know the science behind these sweet molecules even more. Scientists have demonstrated that sugars, which are simple carbohydrates, are essential for cell and organ function. Our bodies have the ability to break down complex carbohydrates into these simple sugars. Regardless of the source, whether it's white sugar, honey, corn syrup, fruit, or milk, etc., our bodies utilize the sugar in exactly the same way. However, if we consume too much sugar, it's important to consider that our neurons are very sensitive cells and they are not well equipped to handle spikes in sugar levels. In fact, individuals with diabetes are at risk of neuron damage, and scientists are beginning to understand how high blood sugar might cause this damage. A study performed on diabetic rats showed that glucose, a simple sugar, if present in blood with high level, might lead to inflammation and neuronal damage and even death in the brain. Public health studies have also indicated that high sugar consumption is correlated with mild cognitive impairment in adults and can negatively affect children's cognitive functions. While the exact mechanisms of sugar's impact on mental health are still being explored, this data should be sufficient to raise awareness about the importance of proper sugar consumption. It's crucial that we pay attention to our sugar intake for the sake of our mental health. Now, while it's great to know about the science behind sugar, it only matters when you really put it into use and try to cut down sugar consumption gradually, day by day. It should not be an easy journey, hence we are here to share with you some tips on how to cut down the sugar intake. Firstly, it's crucial to understand your sugar intake. Be mindful of how much sugar you're consuming daily. The UK National Health Service recommends a maximum intake of 30 grams, equivalent to 7 cubes of added or free sugar per day for adults, whereas the CDC suggests the limit of about 12 teaspoons. Understand that this is the upper limit, which means you can go even lower without having any health issues. Secondly, make it a habit to read food labels. Many processed foods contain hidden sugars. By becoming more aware of what's in the food you eat, you can make healthier choices. Next, choose natural sugars over artificial ones. Fruits, vegetables, and dairy products not only provide essential nutrients but also contain natural sugars. Moreover, whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains are healthier and contain less sugar than processed foods. When it comes to cooking or baking, try reducing the amount of sugar in your recipes. You might be surprised to find that you don't even notice the difference. Also, consider avoiding sugary drinks. Beverages like soda and fruit juice can be high in added sugar. In any cases, try your best to select healthier alternatives like water, unsweetened tea, or fruit-infused water. Lastly, remember to start gradually. Cutting out sugar all at once can be challenging. Begin by eliminating the most obvious sources like candy, cookies, soda, etc., and then gradually work on reducing other foods with added sugars. Remember, every small step counts towards a healthier lifestyle. In conclusion, let us remember the significant impacts of excessive sugar intake on our mental health. It's been scientifically linked to conditions such as depression and anxiety, and it can impair our cognitive skills and self-control. Furthermore, sugar can trigger addiction-like effects in our brains and contribute to mood disorders. While we continue to explore the exact mechanisms, one thing is clear: managing our sugar consumption is a crucial step towards safeguarding our mental health. That should be the end of today's video. Hope it brings you valuable information. If you want to know more, please consider commenting below as well as subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon.